everybody, it's Emily from Vintage Polka Dot Shop, and I wanted to film this cookbook before I started working on it, so you can have a before. I traded some things with a friend for it, and she's in, like, not my friend, the cookbook is in rough shape. I'm thinking it's from the 80s. It's got, like, you know, bent pages, still has the 99-cent price on it from Goodwill. From 2018, and then the back is really bad. So, and then the inside, look at that. I mean, I think it almost like got really wet or something. So I'm gonna work on cleaning it, and then I'll show you what if I make any difference at all. The plan is to use probably a little bit, just a little bit of barely damp cloth with Dawn dishwashing soap on it, maybe magic eraser. I would show it, but I think that would be a really boring video to watch me clean this. So I'm going to log off real quick, or turn this off, and as far as you'll be talk good me, it will be like immediate. But anyway, I just kind of wanted to show the before. I have kind of a vision for this poor tired book. And I thought I'd bring you along with me. So, see you in a second. Bye. Hello, I'm back. It's the next day, and as you can see, I just sewed the back of this white. And you're probably going, why did you spend all that time scrubbing it? Well, I wanted to make sure, because it is a cookbook, that it would not, like, be greasy or grimy. So, I mean, I had the plan to put fabric on the back all along, and I wanted to be sure it would adhere okay. And I don't know if you can see, you know what, you really can't. But see, like, this got wet. It's all bubbly back here, which is one of the reasons why I'm covering it. It's just, let's see, I don't know. Just, I guess you just have to take my word for it. Well, you can kind of tell there. Oh, there you go, see. So I thought, and I gessoed it, not just to give, like, some teeth to it, because you could sand it or whatever, this is the fabric I'm going to use to cover it. And as you can see, this is a pretty bold pattern, and my concern was that once I decoupaged it on, which is what my method, my preferred method for doing this, that, like, this would kind of be a ghost of an image behind there, and I didn't really want that. So hopefully it won't be. I should test it. Oh, it looks good. Can't see through it. So the plan is I'm going to gesso this onto here. See, like that kind of, this is the selvage edge of the fabric, and you can see it's a little bit wonky, but that's okay, because there is rickrack and trim, and that is the plan, is to kind of cover that up. But I'm feeling kind of lazy, or like I just don't want to get out my sewing machine and finish this edge, so I'm going to just use the selvage. I'm going to use what I have. So this is some wonderful vintage fabric for my stash that I absolutely love. So I'm going to start right here, cover it with the Mod Podge, take my nasty grimy bone folder and kind of crease that into here, so that will get in there in the curve, and then do the other side, and then go to the back. And I tried to give plenty of fabric. I'll have to trim it, but you know how, like, when you start to glue it down, it shifts, and I can't do anything in a straight line anyway, so I like to have give myself extra to work with, and then cut it off. Uh-oh, you know what I should have done was open this before filming. Oh, there we go. Whoa, so strong and silly. I've got the afternoon tired. I am not an afternoon person, and so forgive me if I get extra goofy. Okay, so I'm going to just, I think what I'm going to do, I have no real plan for this project. You'll just have to see as you go what the thought is. I just wanted to rescue this binder, and I didn't want to do a kitchen one. So there's nothing wrong with doing a kitchen one. Kitchen one's great. But as you can see, I magic erasered here, and some of it got even more worn, which I don't hate. I'm going to cover this up. I'm going to cover this up. You'll see. Something came up, And so I am still going to work on my other journals. I haven't crafted, is that the right word? I think so. Crafted in months. And I'm trying to get back on the swing. Other things have been kind of happening around here. Nothing bad or anything like that. Just busy. And so sometimes the crafting takes a back seat. But right now I want to get this project done, and then knock on wood. Does pressboard count? Knock on pressboard that I can get this and one other project done in a timely manner, because something has come up, but I don't want to talk about it right now. As I said, nothing bad or anything, but I don't want to jump the gun, and I'm not very good at keeping my mouth shut. I'm a talker. You know, it's like takes all my willpower not to ruin people's birthdays or Christmases, you know. It's like, oh, like on that Saturday Night Live sketch where the Kristen, I think it's Kristen Wiig's character, you know, she can't keep a secret. That's me. I'm like that. Okay. So I'm going to go back probably with a smaller brush and do this up. But right now I just kind of want to, make sure it's on there. Alrighty. Yeah, we got last September, we bought a 1964 Shasta Air Flight. And so, not really Memorial Day weekend because we couldn't get any camping spots but starting Monday, Memorial Day weekend. So the last day of the weekend, we took Sadie out for the first adventure, and I'm going to tell you something. I have never gone camping in my life, ever. Nope. I am what you would call indoorsy, soft, you know, that kind of thing. I like my creature comforts, but I also love my vintage Shasta named Sadie, and it went really well. I had a wonderful time. Had a great time being creative. Kept the food simple because it was just 2 nights. It was our trial run, not very far, at Shampooey, if you're familiar with Oregon. And it was really fun. These other ladies came, and they all had their vintage campers. And it was just a coincidence, but it was fun to see them. And it's a very nice park to camp in. It has just this kind of mellow energy, or it's beautiful, it's clean. The only drawback was this Shasta has a smaller than double bed, and the dinette was altered so you couldn't really make it into a bed currently. So the first night I had that. Do you ever get like when you're in a new place, sometimes you just can't sleep right away? And so then my hips started to hurt, and I thought, oh, I can't toss and turn. I'm so close to my sweet husband. And so he was kind of feeling the same way. So neither one of us slept very well. And then the next night I took some Benadryl because my allergies were acting up, and I was pooped. And I slept like a rock, and the poor man didn't sleep at all. He ended up going to the dinette and putting his head down like he did in school, you know, like if you weren't feeling good, and trying to sleep that way. So at 4:30, I woke him up, and I said, you go take the bed, because I thought, we're leaving today, and I have never driven the van with the camper, and I don't, you know, he needs to be awake. This is kind of a big deal. Okay, so we got this part done. I'm wondering if I should pause this, come back, because you really want this to dry. I have a heat gun, but I don't think you want to listen to it go or just watch me go. So I'm going to be right back, and I'm going to get this dry and then flip it over and do the other side, and you can see what's next. So talk to you in a second. Okay, I flipped it over. Oops, you can't see. Sorry, guys. And I just started on this part, and as you can see, I don't want to move it too much. I just kind of trimmed those little flaps and glued them down, because the plan is to put paper over this, I think. I don't think it will be fabric. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love fabric, but I think on paper. Okay, so I think the next part I'm going to do is, let's see, let me get situated so you can see what the heck I'm doing. All right, let's slow this up. And I'm going to just kind of make a gusset or cut out a little triangle here. Here, hope I don't mess up, but if I do, that's just opportunity creative. And then I gotta think, I don't want this to go down too far. I'm a little concerned. Well, you know what? If the Mod Podge doesn't hold it, I will use a different glue and then use trim or something if it gets splotchy. You gotta always be thinking, okay, what happens if this doesn't work? So let's lay that on. I probably should have done this before I got on camera because now you gotta watch me hold it. Okay, see, I don't think you can see it. Let me, I'm gonna fold this under. It's all goopy and I don't want to use my Mod Podge on my fabric scissors. So I might go get a clothespin or something, or clip. I've got clips in here. I don't mind it on the top. As I said, I'm thinking what I'm going to do is put some trim up here, like sticking out, looking all cute from the outside. But let me just show you. I can't see because I'm, can you see? But it's not quite down, so it might require a different glue. And we're not going to be anxious about that right now. And I'm going to do one more thing of glue or of Mod Podge. Wipe it off here. I don't really want it on the metal. Fold it and just kind of stick it there. I'm trying to think if I should just, oh, that one's coming up. That's the problem is I love Mod Podge because it gives a good coating on the fabric, but it is not a quick dry. And it likes to stick to me. It finds me very attractive, if you know what I mean. And I think it might stick to whatever I clip to it, but we're gonna give it a shot. As I said, I'll probably just cover it up with some trim anyway and use 3-in-1, but I don't want to get that out and do that right now. I want to go back and do that at the end, so I'm just gonna stick a binder clip on there and move along. Okay, so now we gotta trim the corner. I don't want that bulk. And trim that, make sure you can see me. And now we're not going to be stingy once again. I'm going to actually leave this big fabric here. As I said, plan, I'm just kind of putting some Mod Podge here on the edges. The plan is to cover this with paper, but I want the edges to look nice, you know, when the journal is up. But I'm also not the most, like, I'll be honest, I'm not very graceful. I'm just going to hold that for a second. And I'm not tidy by nature. If you've probably heard me say that before. I have to really work on that as I craft. Like, you know, try to put things away as I go. So I still have piles. I just started this. I still have my little house on the prairie piles here. And now I've got this pile. So I'm a piler and I'm a stacker. Oh yeah, that's good. Look at that. Now we're just go over that with the Mod Podge. Pull that. And then I'm going to take my little towel. I don't know. Oh, you cannot see. Of course you can't see. See how it's kind of oozing there? And I'm actually just going to wipe that. I love the ooze. Now we're going to do the opposite corner. Like this. And, oops. Careful here. See? Make a mess. It's a talent, I'm telling you. Just a talent. Okay. That's probably too much. We'll find out. Okay. Lots here. Oh, wait. let's get this. I didn't trim. And I'm actually going to remove some of this fabric here. Try to do a straight shot. We'll see how it goes. You know, that's how, since I don't make journals all the time, that's just, you know, just to see how it goes. So we're going to learn something new today. All right. We're going to put some of that on there. All righty. Pull it nice and snug. Shoot for the ooze. All righty. Okay. Yeah, one of the things I did for the new camper, new to us camper, is I made curtains. That was a fun project. Of course, the fabric I had to have is discontinued, and I had to do major Google searches to find enough of it, but I did. And of course, I bought all, because if you make a mistake, I mean, by not buying all that this quilt store had left online, you know I was going to make a mistake. So this way, I just was guaranteed to maybe not make a mistake, and it came out fine. And there's extras in case something goes awry. So yeah, that was a really fun trip, which is why I didn't do a store sale for Memorial Day like I usually do, because I didn't want the stress of shipping, since you can't ship on Monday, and I wasn't going to be back till Wednesday, and then we have another one coming up to the coast in June. I'm very excited about it. We're paying to stay at 1,000 Trails. And that will be really fun. Okay. I have a little bit here. I don't think it matters where I cut like too much off. Remember what I said about, oh, I think I cut too much off. And I'll show you in a second. Let me get this glued down. But I think it's so far down that when I do the paper, you know, because only on this side, you know, what, like that much, you know, just this teeny strip here is going to show. So I think we're fine. I'm not gonna dwell on it, but apparently I'm going to be walking around the house with all the threads from this fabric here. And too much Mod Podge. Oh, pardon me. Yeah, it's a talent. I'm telling you, it's a gift. Alrighty. Oh, let's get, now we do want to try to get it flat. Now, this is not the flattest anyway, because this is the back where the wrinkle was, and I can see now that it's kind of like that here, or not the wrinkle, but the water damage. I am not going to be that anxious about it, because I have a plan for this back. I guess I said I didn't know what I was doing, but I guess I do have plans for this back cover, and I don't think it's going to matter, even with like once I put the paper on there. Okay, now the last bit here. So we need to trim this. Don't want to cut off too much. Got to have enough that it will stay in place, but not so much that it's all over the place. So yeah. Oh, and the guys out there mowing the lawn. So that'll be nice and loud. I'm thinking, and see, oops, yeah, there goes the lawnmower. Better him than me. I hate mowing the lawn. I don't like yard work. I'm not a gardener. I started to look into it because I've been having fun cooking, and I want to start canning. And I thought, well, you know, part of canning is like canning what you grow. So maybe I need to be open-minded. I mean, I'm camping now, and never in my life, I'm 53 years old, and never in my life have I gone camping, never went to camp as a kid. I did sleep out in the backyard and tents that my friends and I made with blankets and whatnot, but that's not really camping. I mean, you've got parents and stuff. So I looked into it, I started watching videos and thought about it, and I was like, yeah, no. So I guess I'm not as open-minded as I was hoping. Okay, that is not, let me get the binder clip on that. I don't think that's gonna stay. I think we're gonna need to use glue, like like a quack grab or a quick grab. Okay, hold on a second. Let me get another binder clip. Why didn't I get 2 when I got that one? Well, that is an excellent question. I don't know. Alrighty, so let's get this one. Oh, and we got a little bit of chaos going here. I'm not too worried about this either because I have a plan, but that doesn't mean my plan's gonna work. And the more I can set, I'm just trying to set myself up to success and not to be frustrated. All right, so let's see, did this one, oh yeah, I was gonna show you, see, oh, I don't know, can you even tell? See where I kind of cut it that short? You can't even really, see there's teeny little bit showing right there, but doesn't matter, doesn't matter. All right, now did the binder clip stick to the thing? Oh, it didn't stick. All right, let's get now the question is, did I put the glue away? I think I did. There it is. Thank you for hanging in there. Alrighty. We're just gonna put a little dabble, do ya? I don't know what I'm gonna put here yet for trim. It could be lace, it could be pom-poms. I mean, we're going full, what are we doing? Well, retro, I guess, obviously. I probably should put the binder clip back. I'm trying to see, you probably can't even tell what I'm doing. I'm trying to see, hold on, there we go. If I can like slide that in there. I think I'm gonna put the binder clip back. I put a little bit of glue there. And then go back when it's all dry and touch it up with glue where needed. Normally before I start filming, I put more glue in my bottle, but I did not do that this time because I didn't know I was going to use it. Okay. And I'm kind of thinking of pausing this. Oh, we got a bump there. And hitting this with the heat gun. Oh, you can't see. Sorry, guys. Hitting that with the heat gun, and I'll bring you back when it's like all dry, because you know you don't need to watch. I mean, it's like watching paint dry, except it's much. So I'll see you in a second. Okay, it's a couple days later. Hello. And this is all dry. Life has gotten busy. As a matter of fact, my friend is going to be here in like an hour, and I'm taking her to Portland for her birthday, and I want to get everything on this cover, and I'll explain why in a minute. So I could take that with me. But anyway, so I got the fabric all glued. It's all dry. And you can still kind of feel like, I don't know, like the bumps or whatever. But it just feels okay because there's fabric there, I guess. And then on the inside, what I did here is I was able to shove this kind of under here using a knife, which I didn't think about till after I turned off the camera. So that's my tip. Take like a butter knife or a craft knife and just kind of slide it under there, and then you get kind of some nicely finished edges. And you know, there's a couple of little wrinkles, but as I said, I'm planning on putting something back here where this won't matter, and I'm going to use printed cardstock to cover this up, and probably like fabric right here, like fabric tape. Okay, so now for the cover, which is like always my favorite when you get to see it come together. I'm going to use this ribbon to make it flat so it doesn't like, and what I did is I took Tim Holtz flashcard. It's imperfectly sewn, but that just gives it charm. That's what I tell myself, on some scrapbook paper, and that's going to go there. And then I guess I won't show, and then I wanted to talk about this. I'll take this off. I made this fit this oval. Now I'm going to tell you something. I can't draw or cut or draw a straight line to save my life. But what I did, and maybe this will give you some ideas, is I took a piece of packing plastic, you know, it's like packaging a window, and I taped it on to here, and I just very slowly drew around this oval. And it just went slow, and then I cut it out, obviously. And then I took cardstock, and with a black Sharpie, I, laid it down and drew around that. And because I know I'm not going to cut straight, I use the fancy, like the scissors that give you this. And this is far from perfect, but I feel like the little curvy, ruffly edges take away from the imperfections, like, see, you can see that sticks out a little bit right there, a little there. And I just feel like by the time I get everything on here, it will be pretty subtle. This is not if you have OCD or you're just really picky about stuff like that. It's just my tip. And maybe if you're good at cutting things out, you can get it straight. But the first thing I want to glue on is a rickrack, which is wonderful for covering up when your fabric's just a wee bit crooked. Yeah, I'm all about the fixes for wee bit crookeds and stuff. And this was just rickrack I've had for years. I think it's vintage. I mean, it definitely feels like it. I probably, knowing me, I got it at a thrift store or an estate sale. Something like that. I like this bold pattern. You probably can't, sorry, I'm off camera, but you got to kind of go with the zigs and the zags with the rickrack. And so I have to see. So we'll glue that down, I think. I'm going to let that sit for a second before I flip it. So that way I'm looking at it. See, like, I don't know if you can see it. See, there's like a teeny bit of like a little blue fabric sticking out there. But you got to go over this thing with a fine tooth comb to even see that. But it's, as I said, it's good for covering up your not be able to go straight things. Okay, and then, you know what, I'm going to cut. Oh, nope, it's just a volunteer thread. Okay, so I'm going to glue this. Isn't this riveting? It's so much fun, though, to see it come together. And I don't know if I'm going to put anything on the back yet. Sometimes I like to do that. I still have some of these old Tim Holtz chipboard things that are always kind of fun. Or I could use like Scrabble tiles, or I don't know. We'll see. That will probably be at the end when I see what the whole thing looks like. I was too lazy to refill my glue. As I said, I'm on a deadline. I got to get this done before my good friend gets here. It's her birthday today. And she doesn't like to drive on the freeways. So I offered to take her up to Portland for the day. There's a big Joann's there. She also makes the most wonderful homemade soap, and she has a source up there to buy like the base. I don't know if we're doing that or not. So got that. Now time to glue the girls. These are from a old reader, and then the ovals I cut out. As you can see, they are not flawed. I used a Sizzix oval die. If I can find it online, I'll try to post a link to it. I don't even know where I got it. I probably bought it online, or I bought it back in the day when when Hobby Lobby carried Sizzix and Spellbinder dies. I miss that. I know a lot of people use like their silhouettes and things like that. I just like the simplicity of it. I never have to remember how to use it. And I know what I'm going to get. I can lay the die over the image and see what it's going to look like. Alrighty. Now I have this really cute old vintage bottle cap I got at a local antique store called Aunt Bee's here in Salem. It's wonderful. Oh, shoot. You know what? I think I need to have put a foam piece of sticker down. Well, let's see what happens. I'll just put a lot of glue. And if I have to re-glue it, that's what I get for talking. I should have grabbed that, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I don't know. I think it needs something. I mean, it's got the little cork, but yeah, that's not gonna latch. Well, I'm gonna leave that there for a sec. We'll come back to it. And then I decided, I'm not sure I love the star, but with everything else, I kind of like the different shape, you know, another texture. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. Okay, leave it alone. Yeah, I don't think that's going to survive a trip to Portland. But we will stick this there. And then I have this old bingo marker. It's cute. Just picked one at random from my stash. I use these a lot. I like them. I have another bingo marker that's going to go on here. Yeah, I just think, well, I don't know. I would use my hot glue gun, but my son's borrowing it. So I'm like, let me think here. I might pause this. Boy, I'm gonna have a lot of videos to stitch together and come back. I have something I usually use, but it's not in this room. So I think I'll glue everything else in place. See, that's a Tim Holtz chipboard doohickey thing. And I'll pause this and then I'll come back. And then another bingo marker. I kind of like it. It's like he's rolling it with his trunk. Yeah, I think we'll put the star on there. And then I'll pause this because I made a oopsie dootsie and forgot about the bottle cap. All right. And that way everything else can dry and set. All right. See you in like a second. Okay, I'm back. Not that for you I ever left, probably. All right, so what I like to use is just like a Scrabble tile. The other thing that's really good is, but I don't have any, are wood bingo markers. Sorry. Oh, good, you didn't see that. Nothing happened. It's all normal. I did not glue this to the glue bottle. And then you can see it just fits in there really nicely. I'll give that a second. And then, so can you see there's a little glue drop? I think I'm just going to use that to my advantage as an extra surface. Of course, now I got to wait for this to dry. Let's see. Is it going to ooze out? Is it going to work? How are we doing? Take a look. Oops. There goes the ribbon. Yeah, the reason why I want to take this with me today is, as you can see, this is now like kind of a vintage school or childhood themed journal, not a cookbook one. Though I would say I kind of am digging on this style of cookbook, how you just have like the small, like it's in the oval here. On the older ones, it like Better Homes and Gardens, new cookbook, and it fills like a huge portion of the cover. And this would be absolutely darling, especially if you got one at a little better condition, though I actually kind of dig the wear on this, for a Christmas one. I mean, you could put like a vintage Christmas card right here, you know, Wonder would work for that, but also like, you know, Merry Christmas or Joy or whatever. I mean, it just would be super cute, like tinsel. Oh my gosh, I wish I had another one. Okay, so I think that's good. We're gonna flip this, open it gently, maybe hold that. I don't want it to slide, so I'm gonna put the ribbon spool there to kind of hold it in place shortly. And then I don't think we need quite that much length. I don't want that much bulk, so I'm just gonna cut it so there's enough to hold it in place, but not hopefully add too much bulk. And maybe kind of slide it. Matter of fact, that looks like it could use a little tab of glue, maybe. Oh, I love glue. Okay. So we got that. And then once again, we'll just cut this. Okay, see, okay. Hope so. Okay. Alrighty. So I'm gonna finish this off in a second and then do another. I'm gonna have to stitch all these together. I've never really done this many short little videos, but I'm trying to work when I have time because I want to, something came up and I need to get a journal made for it. So I don't want to dilly or dally. That's why I'm only making one. Okay. Is that, so how did, oh, the bottle cap, it doesn't look like it slid. All right. So here's the thing. Let me get, I need a little thing so that, because that leg's going to take a couple minutes to dry. All right. So the reason why I want to take this with me is I want to do a ribbon closure. I've never done one with these journals. And out of all the ribbon I have, this is the only one that's even close. And I don't think I love it. It's not terrible because it reminds me of the plaid metal lunch boxes that look like this. So that's why I like it. I like that it's, you know, I like the width of it and that it's not wired. But, you know, it's not, as I said, it's not terrible. If I have to use it, that's fine. But I'm hoping to find something else today. All right, so I'm going to sign off. I'm going to let this dry before Carol gets here, the birthday girl. And then on the next one, we'll start on the inside, and either we'll do this ribbon or another ribbon or nothing or something else. You know, who knows? I don't have a plan. So I hope you're having a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.